What's up YouTube, it's Elijah One Dream and we're back again with another NBA 2K24 New Gen Centered Build video. And in today's video we are going to be making a nasty, dominant 7'0" inside center build. If you want to grind some rep, this build will be one of the answers for you. You can get a ton of rebounds, a triple-double machine, great playmaking, defense, finishing, the whole works. And as you guys will see at the start of some of these gameplays, I've got a lot of gameplays on this build. Like I almost had a 30 and 30 triple-double. I just needed one more assist, so definitely keep an eye out for that gameplay. I will be dropping that as a gameplay. But in the gameplay in this video, we actually dropped 30 points, 19 rebounds, and 11 assists. So an almost 30, 20, and 10. Some really dominant numbers. And this build is a ton of fun to play on, as you just seen in the earlier mixtape there. Tons of swat, snatch blocks, crazy contact dunks, the whole works. So let's get into it. Of course, I said center build, 7'0". You want to go to 246 pounds, and you want to max out the wingspan to 7'10". That way we get that 90 strength, as much speed, everything else with the physicals as we can. And being an inside center build, you're not going to be able to shoot. You want to be that defensive menace. That extra wingspan absolutely helps. And we can go ahead and click continue. And so here you have it. With the close shot, we only have a 68 close shot. So with this build, you have to force a lot of dunk meters. So if you get the ball underneath the net, you pretty much want to try and activate a standing dunk meter every single time. And of course, as you can see here as well too, we do get an 89 driving dunk, so you do get 2 levels of driving contact dunks as well. So you get all the elite big man contact dunks and 2 levels of driving contacts, and you also get an 88 driving layup, so you can get that Hall of Fame float game. And if you are a starter 3, you can put on the Sabonis package. When people load up against this build, they will see that it is an inside build and they will sag off of you. If they sag off of you too much and you're just spacing the floor at the 3-point line and you drive in a couple steps, hit that Sabonis floater, it's gonna force them to come out and play you. Hopefully you could just drive by them, then get them into a contact dunk animation and yam all over them. But again, this does also get you some really nice other badges, like we get Gold Fearless Finisher, Aerial Wizard. The putback dunks are so much fun with this build. Silver Slithery, Gold Bunny. That would have been nice to get to Hall of Fame, but unfortunately I don't believe it's even possible to get a 94 driving layup on a 7-footer. But still, Gold Bunny, Hall of Fame Pro Touch, that is absolutely nasty. 2-step float game, Giant Slayer, Scooper, and Spin Cycle. And you only get Silver Whistle. We only have a 65 free throw, but that's definitely still good enough to knock some of those down. And like I said, we have that 92 standing dunk, so we can get Gold Fast Twitch, Rise Up, Aerial Wizard, and Precision Dunker all on the gold level. And again, I have to stress this with this build. If you get an offensive rebound, you can take it back up, but you're going to have to try and activate the standing dunk meter every single time. You only get that 68 close shot. It is finishable if you're wide open underneath the net, but if you get any sort of contest with like the 68, or if you don't even upgrade this at all, you're probably going to miss. But you do have a 93 offensive rebound, so you can quickly grab the rebound again and try for another dunk meter. And a lot of the dunk meters are very, very big green windows, but again, sometimes you will get those small dunk meters and miss. But again, can't stress it enough, with this build you have to utilize the standing dunk meter. Unfortunately, we did not get any post control. We still get Hall of Fame post playmaker because of our offensive rebound and high playmaking, which is extremely nice too. A lot of the times when you get an offensive rebound, somebody is open on the 3-pointer and you can kick it out to them, they can splash it down, and then once they start hitting those threes, they're going to be worried about leaving their man, because we're getting so many offensive rebounds, leaves you in a one-on-one situation and a higher chance for the dunk meter. Again, this is an inside center, so we got no shooting whatsoever. A 40 mid-range, that won't do you much. 25 3-ball won't do you much either. We do get a 65 free throw. Again, just the way it worked out. Unfortunately, I would have liked to get a 71 for bronze points, but you can still knock it down with a 65. And this 92 pass accuracy, I absolutely love the high pass accuracy builds this year. I can't lie. Just being able to make those full court outlet passes with that Hall of Fame break starter. Passes are so much more crisper, cleaner, especially with Gold Needle Threader. I really love that badge, and especially Gold Touch Passer. Once you get one of those rebounds, hold X or A, get that ball down the court as soon as you can. This badge kicks in and you can throw some Stanley Steamers down the court. And just for overall playmaking as well too. So again, you get an offensive rebound, you can quickly kick it back out to the 3-pointer before the defense recovers and knock down those threes. You also get that Gold Dimer, Hall of Fame post playmaker boost off of that. They should be absolute money. And I am averaging like 8 assists a game with this. So again, you have to use your IQ a little bit more. You can't just absolutely force every single dunk down low. If you see there's 2 or 3 people down you on low, that means somebody is open. So kick that ball out, get those easy assists and those rebounds and assists. That gives you an easy teammate grade and you can get a ton of reps. And I wanted some ball handle on this build as well, so I went with a 62 ball handle, and I've got an extra point on speed with ball. You could just go up to a 55 to get the silver big driver, but again, the way the attribute points, I had 1 left over and I decided to use it on speed with ball. But I wanted to get big drivers so we can try and use our physicality with that 90 strength as well too. Better chances of a blow by, better chances of a dunk or a contact dunk, and to get some momentum going towards the rack as well. 82 interior defense, I find that this is the absolute sweet spot. Silver anchor to go with silver post lockdown and the 82 interior defense. You get Mamba mentality or your defensive takeover and 92 plus interior defense. You can lock down so much. 88 interior defense is probably the absolute most I would go with, depending what kind of build you have. If you have a lower strength build, then I would recommend 88, but if you got a high strength build, 82 is definitely a great sweet spot. And of course, it unlocks that gold workhorse, so you can try and tip more of those 50-50 balls to yourself and get some more offensive, defensive rebounds, steals, whatever it might be. Especially if you're in the elite affiliation, if you get some of those steals, then you can get your 2-way boost. And I love having perimeter defense on bigs. I wish I could have got 2 more points on this, but once you hit veteran 2, I will get that extra 2, but it will not unlock silver off-ball pest. I would have absolutely loved that on this build. The 90 strength and a 68 perimeter defense on a center build is extremely nice. You get so bumpy with it. You cut off so many backdoor cuts. You can stay in front of your defender as well too. You can lock them up with that gold immovable enforcer badge. It's just a really nice combination. And again, if you're playing pick and roll in random rec and you get switched onto a guard, this way you can try and predict where they're going to go and stay in front of them. And you got that gold immovable enforcer. They might hit a brick wall and and you might force a ball pickup. So I love having perimeter defense. It also allows you to get better contests on perimeter shots, so people can't just shoot over you. We did get a 60 steal, so we can get bronze interceptor. I honestly don't find a ton of difference between a 60 steal and not upgrading the steal at all. I get about the same amount of steals, to be honest. You do get a little bit better animations in the passing lanes for sure, but I don't know. It's totally up to you if you want to put the steal on or not. You could take this off and maybe you could put this towards more of your free throw or your close shot if you're not comfortable with that. So again, if I was remaking this build, I probably would drop this steal because I don't find a ton of difference between a 25 and a 60. 87 block, that's for our silver anchor. This will absolutely get the job done. You can still get so many blocks, even just with an 87 block silver anchor. Gold chase on artist is extremely nice to have. I absolutely love chase on artist this year. It helps you out in so many recovering situations, coming down the court, or if you're late on a rotation, you're late on the help, get that nice little extra speed boost and vertical and get that garbage out of here. And of course, the 93 offensive rebound. We are an inside big, so I definitely wanted to have this up as much as I could, and we needed that 93 in order to get that Hall of Fame box out beast, so we can start swimming people if they made a build with low strength, and make sure on the defensive end, once we get position, we can box them out and then go for the ball, get as many rebounds as you can. And on this build, I was averaging about 18 boards per game, so an absolute horse. You also get gold pogo stick, gold rebound chaser, and Hall of Fame post playmaker. And I only went up to an 80 defensive rebound, so with this, you definitely have to make sure that you're boxing out on the defensive end, and then you can go for the ball. Some of the builds that have the 93 offensive rebound and 99 offensive rebound, they can get some pretty cheesy balls their way because of this low rating at times. But again, if you make sure you get position early and box them out, most of the time you'll be able to come down with the rebound because you are a very high rebounding build. Position will usually allow you to secure all the rebounds. And we still get a 66 speed for that gold chased on artist, which I absolutely love. I have been thinking about making a build with Hall of Fame chased on artist, just because chased on artist I find this year is so nasty. It helps you out in so many situations, especially if you got a little bit of a slower build, or like I was saying, we're just late on rotations and help defense. It can bail you out with some pretty nasty blocks. 51 acceleration, we need that for a big driver and spot finder. This will also help you with cuts as well too. If you tap the right trigger or R2 and go towards the basket, you can get a nice back cut and then you can start dunking on all over your opponents. Again, 90 strength. If you're making an inside build, absolutely I would say strength at minimum a 90 for insides. Hall of Fame box out beast, still get that gold brick wall to set big bodies. Silver bulldozer, that goes with that 88 driving layup. Even if you wanted a bit more strength and go with that 88 driving layup, you can get some really nice animations. Gold fearless, again to those high finishing ratings and strength. Silver post lockdown and gold immovable enforcer. And of course, this build is pretty athletic for a 7-footer and 80 vertical, so you get that chase on artist, pogo stick, rise up, aerial wizard, and silver posterizer. And last but not least, the 95 stamina to match our 82 interior defense to get that gold workhorse badge. So there we have it, the 7'0" inside demon. Man, this build has seriously been putting up numbers for me. I have a ton of gameplays that I can drop with this build. Definitely will be getting them out to you guys. Like I said, I got a 30 and 30 triple double pretty much, so definitely be on the lookout for that. Got some more nasty high number gameplays as well, but this is the build. We can go ahead and click continue. So our first shades of is Bill Russell. Now that is pretty sick, and he is one of the greatest NBA centers of all time. So when you're getting a comparison to Bill Russell as your first one, you know you did something right. Being a shade of one of the greatest, most winningest players of all time, that is definitely a positive. We also get comparisons of Mitchell Robinson and Clint Capella. Now, Bill Russell's in a whole different stratosphere than them, but still having Bill Russell as the first comparison is awesome. And I had somebody commenting on a few of my videos asking for a Bill Russell build. Wouldn't really say this is a Bill Russell build because it is 7 feet tall. Bill Russell was about 6'10", but you could definitely consider it. If you want to make this guy number 6 and make him look like Bill Russell, you can absolutely do that. Now that I've showed you guys how to make the build, I'll show you how to upgrade the build first, the animations, and then we'll get into a rec center gameplay. So I do have this build currently upgraded to a 92 overall. So if you want to get this build to a 90 overall, these are the categories that I'd suggest working on first. So of course, you want to max out your driving layup, driving dunk, and standing dunk as soon as you can. Get all those finishing badges and dunk animations, the whole work, so you can be an absolute monster in the paint. Get that free throw up, go with that silver whistle. You will be getting fouled quite a bit with the amount of finishing that you have. Max out that 92 pass accuracy, that way you can get that Hall of Fame break starter as soon as you can. Grab those rebounds, full court outlet passes, get all those dimes and assists, and get that easy teammate grade and rep. And what I ended up doing at a 92 overall, I went with a 40 ball handle and a 55 speed with the ball. I wanted to get the different animations or the dribbling animations this way. Again, I don't know if I really would have done this again, but once you get Mamba mentality, you can get that +10 with the speed with ball, get some more momentum, get those driving contact dunks, layups, whatever it might be. But this is just what I ended up doing. And of course, get that 82 interior defense, 66 perimeter defense, be an absolute menace in the paint and be able to switch guards. I left my steal for now, but again, if you really prefer a steal on your build, you can go ahead and increase that, but this is what I did. Get that 87 block to get that silver anchor. Of course, max out that 93 offensive rebound, the 80 defensive rebound, max out our speed. Of course, I went up to a 40 acceleration. Could probably even go up to like a 45 if you really wanted, so you could get that bronze spot finder. But again, just the way it worked out, I only went up to a 40 for now. The 90 strength, you absolutely want to get that as soon as you can. The 80 vertical, and of course the 95 stamina to match the 82 interior defense. So if you want to make this a 92 build, this is exactly what I did, and you can be so dominant in there with this. People bring fresh builds into there. You can get so many rebounds, and sometimes you can get some pretty good teammates. So grab those boards, clean up all those misses, chuck that ball down the court. You'll get some easy assists, and you can get some easy triple doubles with this build as well. I've had some very, very high triple double numbers with this build, and in turn that gets you a high teammate grade, and you're going to be flying up the rep levels quickly. So next, let's get into the animations. So the animations that I use on this build, of course, we do not have a jump shot. This is a pure inside build. The free throw is underhand. That is a starter 3 animation. If you're not a starter 3, just put on whatever your favorite free throw is, whatever you find most greenable for you. The layup style, again, a starter 3 animation is the Mantis Sabonis, but you can use any other layup style that you want. If you like Giannis's better, you can get that layup on this build. Go ahead and use it. Make use of those floaters though, because people will start sitting paint on you, and just this Demantis Sabonis floater from like 30 feet away, 25 feet away, whatever it is, can really open up the paint for you. We'll get into the dunk styles after. Dribble pull up Kevin Durant, but none of these animations right here make any difference to the build at all. We don't really get a post hook. You do get that 66 or 68 close shot, whatever it was. If you do get finishing takeover or Mamba mentality, you might be able to hit a post hook with the 78 close shot, but I haven't really tested it out. But again, that's probably the only thing that you maybe might use. Pass style is the Mantis Sabonis. I just really like his full court outlet passes. Sometimes you still get those goofy animations where somebody's in front of you and he throws like a chest pass right into their head or their chest as well. That can get frustrating at times, but I do like the passing animations of the Mantis Sabonis for a big man. Again, if you like a different pass style, you like Tyrese Halliburton, you want to use LeBron James, whatever it is, you can go ahead and use that, but this is what I've been using. Dribble style, Joel Embiid, signature size up, normal, breakdown combo, normal, aggressive breakdown combo, normal. Pretty much everything you see here I got on the normal level. And of course, triple threat style is Michael Jordan, another starter 3 animation. And for the dunk packages, pretty much put on everything that I normally do or everything that I can get. So the rim grazers, I got all the hangs on there. You got all the windmills that you can put on. I got the basics. I put on the one quick drop. I did not put on the back scratchers. I try to avoid back scratchers as much as I can. Bringing the ball behind your head like that, it can easily get blocked. We got our athletics, we got our double clutches, and of course we got all the tomahawks, and I love tomahawk dunks. And of course, as you can see there, we do have our pro driving contact dunks at 7 feet tall, man. It's a lot of fun. And again, 1 foot moving dunks as well. Put on those pro contact dunks, use that dunk meter, get some momentum going to the rack. You can get some really nasty and fun animations. And again, we got our rim grazers, we got our hangs, we got all the windmills, we got our cradles, our reverses, got our quick drops, which is really nice as well. That's a starter 3 animation if you did not know. We got our basics, we got our athletics, double clutches, again, all the tomahawks that we can get, and we got a switcheroo in there as well. For standing dunks, throw every single one of them things on there. Rim pulls, athletics, regulars. Of course, you want the contact dunks, pro and elite. Absolutely throw those on. Be an absolute bully and a menace down in the paint. Dunk on your opposition, the whole works. And for signature dunks, I pretty much put on everybody that I could get. So we got Giannis dunk package, Blake Griffin, LeBron James, Scotty, Zion, Karl Malone, Daryl Dawkins. I absolutely love Daryl Dawkins' dunk package. The swinging standing dunk animations that he get, it's really rare this year. I've only got it like a couple times, but last year in 23 they activated a bit more, and man, it was so glitchy, especially if exactly that animation right there. If you're on a 7-footer plus with max wingspan, those animations look so incredibly glitchy. I absolutely love his dunk package. And we threw on Draymond Green, Dwight Howard, Sean Kemp. Again, Sean Kemp is a starter 3 animation. You can get some really nasty dunks of this as well. Got Shaq again, Ben Simmons, Karl Anthony Towns, and Dominique Wilkins. And last but not least, our alley-oops. Pretty much threw on everything. We got our pro, elites, Zion. I would stay away from the park alley-oops. And of course, we got our pro contact and our big contact alley-oops. There we have it, the 7'0" inside demon. And this build, like I said, puts up a crazy amount of numbers. We're going to get into a rec gameplay here where I drop a near 30, 20, and 10. And like I said, I almost dropped a 30 and 30 triple double with this. We got some more 30, 20, 10 gameplays. Got some like 25 point, 20 rebounds, 15 assists type games. Like, this build really puts up numbers. And if you really want to grind rep, if you prefer inside bigs or you want to try out an inside big, I would definitely recommend this because you can start flying up those rep levels, clean up the glass, get those nice dunks, and you can of course get easy assists. But now let's get into this rec gameplay. All right, so here we've got a monster 30 point, 19 rebound, 11 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block gameplay on 15 of 19 shooting. So an extremely efficient gameplay. And as we've seen there, the stats that I'm averaging on this build are massive. 15 points, 18 rebounds, and 7 assists. Almost 8 assists, 7.5 assists, pretty close to 8, but a near triple double. And man, this build really does get after it. Now, in my opinion, inside bigs, they take more IQ to use, and stretch bigs, they take a little bit more skill to use, because if you can't time a jump shot, there's really no point in you using a stretch. If you have like bad internet or you play in a delay or something like that, it might be a little bit tough to play on a stretch big. But you use a build like this, an inside big, you can go absolutely crazy still. And I can't stress this enough. With the low close shot, you really have to utilize the standing dunk meter. That is really the key to this build. And especially if you see 2 or 3 people around you just like that, you know somebody is wide open. And you got that 92 pass accuracy and that high offensive rebound, so you can really make use of that Hall of Fame post playmaker. And again, you get positioned like that, you got gold fast twitch, gold rise up. At the end, I use square right there. It's not like you can't make standing layups. You just have to pretty much be wide open. So if there's people down there like that, if that would have been a layup, I would have missed. But we do have gold rise up, so you still can get some nice square animations right there with a nice little bounce pass. I love having a 92 pass accuracy. I probably won't make a build again that has like a 77 pass accuracy. I did try it out, and for my playstyle, it does get a little bit frustrating. So I really like to have at least a gold break starter, Hall of Fame for preferably, but that high pass accuracy does come in extreme handy. But again, to use this kind of a build, you do have to use your IQ a little bit more. You can't sit on the block and post up. You don't have the post control to drop step or post spin or anything like that. So you really got to fight for position, set screens, off ball and on ball to space out the floor. That way, if you start setting on ball screens and you have a guard that's good enough that he can shoot off the screen, and the big stays camping in the paint, he won't come up. That's an easy 3-ball every single time, and that guard on the other team is going to be screaming at that other big to step up. And then once he comes and steps up, then you can do some nice slips. Hopefully the guard sees that, and you can get some nice pick and rolls. And again, it's just going to cause so many problems with that pick and roll. It would be nice to have that pick and fade option, but again, inside builds, these builds get so many rebounds and assists, and you can absolutely dominate inside the paint. There have been some bad matchups for this build. Some of the higher strength, higher interior defense builds can be a little bit tough to use, but you got that 92 pass accuracy and you can make use of it just like that. And I loved using my flashy passes, so we get that 2-way boost right there. But that's what I mean. In a lot of one-on-one situations, you activate that dunk meter, it's going to be tough for them. And we get a square contact dunk right there as well. Again, it's a little bit hit and miss. Sometimes you go for the dunk meter and it turns into a layup and you will miss it, and it does get a little bit frustrating in that sense. But more often than not, you do end up actually getting the offensive rebound just like that. I probably had that layup if I didn't double clutch it, but I'm pretty sure that I didn't really want to take that up, or I was trying to pump fake right there, and he did get a contest on it. But again, for some reason, on the defensive end, whenever you contest somebody's shot, it's almost like impossible to get the rebound after. It is unbelievably frustrating, even if you have a higher defensive rebound than the person's offensive rebound. I don't know why. It's just whenever you contest a shot, it seems like you can never get the rebound after. So again, if you does turn into a standing layup on the offensive end, can't believe I got a foul right there. That would have been a nice block to get. But again, it's just using your IQ, still trying to space the floor. You can't just camp on the block. It gets extremely frustrating for your teammates. You're pretty much forcing your teammates to play through you. They have to pass it down. But again, I see somebody wide open. I miss a layup like that. I'm not too confident that the dunk meter is going to pop up. Kick that out. You're going to get some easy assists. And look at the A+ teammate grade. If you want to grind some rep, this is an amazing build, especially for random rec, because you can absolutely clean up your teammates' mess right there. I got position. If the guy missed that shot, I would have easily got that rebound. Stumbling on my words a little bit right there, but you guys know what I mean. Again, look at the athleticism at 7 feet tall with that 80 vertical, going absolutely crazy. Once again, absolute horse. That 7'10" wingspan, getting up there. I see I got 2 people down in the paint. Somebody's got to be wide open. That's an easy kick out. That's an easy assist. And we're almost at the end of this gameplay with 30 seconds left. But you guys know we are going to get an extra bucket right there, and we will get one last assist to cap it off. Obviously, it's going to be a defensive rebound right here. Hold X or hold A. It's going to chuck it down the court to the furthest person that's open down there, and that's easy money all day. But there we have it, an absolute monster of a rec game. 30 points, 19 rebounds, 11 assists, a steal, and a block on 15 of 19 shooting. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you drop a like, hit that sub if you're new, and we'll talk to you later. Peace.